Hello there everybody, how's it going? As many of you may know, I freaking love Power Rangers. I grew up on that shit. I love it. I'm actually going to start doing a lot more Power Ranger videos coming pretty soon. Again, normally I love to script stuff, but I do not need to script stuff talking about Power Rangers, because I know that stuff like the back of my hand. Now, today I'm going to be looking at a video called Power Rangers Shattered Past Episode 1, and this is by the YouTube channel Crimson Vision Studios. Now, these guys seem to have this real passion for making some actual fan films. They have a history with comic books, they have a history with trying to make old films in the past. I'm going to actually do some more research on them, so you look forward to that coming soon. But looking at this, if any of you have ever heard of the comic book Power Ranger story called The Shattered Grid, or if you've heard of Jason David Frank trying to maybe do some type of fan version of The Shattered Grid, those are things to look forward to. This seems to be based on that idea, but with a different story. I have not heard of this story before, so I think these guys have done an original story here. I could be wrong. Again, I'm going to do more research into all this with how it happens, but basically, I'm just going to play it as I talk, actually. I should have been doing that from the start. But so they're having the SPD Power Ranger that he, in the show, is from the future, basically, Sam O'Neill, the Omega Ranger, and he goes back in time in the SPD Power Ranger season and helps them out a little bit, and he was actually a character in that show for a brief time, and then you just see him like pretty much the next day or a couple episodes later, basically. And in this is just like from a destroyed future, and he's trying to go back and find some legendary weapons and find some ways to fight back against the enemies of the future. And they have this like Psycho Ranger type character so far introduced in this, and it just seems really cool. Like, I love. You can obviously see the passion that goes into this. Like, look at that. Like, they're really trying to emulate the Power Ranger feel, but again, also make it seem a little more dire, which is what most Power Ranger fan films are. None of them really capture the exact type of feel of a normal Power Ranger movie or show, but they do pretty damn good, I would say. And I like the extra dramatic effect that a lot of these fan films have for Power Rangers, because that is pretty much what the show was missing. I mean, they had a lot of great dramatic moments, but in these fan projects, they seem to make a better emphasis on some of the drama. I mean, I don't think they're executed as well as a lot of the moments are in the actual TV show sometimes, but, it really depends. Like right here, that's like, oh shoot, okay, something's about to happen, and then, he does a cool time move, because he's, from the future, and he's like a time type of guy, so, yes, time travel can be annoying for a lot of people, but I feel like with Power Rangers, with the way that the world and universe works anyway, that the time travel stuff works just fine. And there's always limitations and rules that they usually stay within, so I give them props for that. I don't have too much to say on this video right now, but I cannot wait to see more episodes from this Shattered Past series that's coming out. And there's a lot more Power Rangers fan films out there that I'm going to be covering, as well as Star Wars ones. I am looking at fan films in general. I'm going to be looking at a bunch of them. Lord of the Rings, there's Predator, Aliens, there's all these fan films that I'm going to be looking at, but Power Rangers and Star Wars right now are my favorite ones to be looking at, so you'll be seeing a lot more of those specifically, but I'll try to space a lot of these out so that, you don't see Star Wars, Power Rangers, maybe another one, and then more of these. I'll just have, a couple, like 3 more Power Rangers, 3 more Star Wars, and then throw in some extra fan films, but that's all I'm going to say for this one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.